In Washington, Republicans demanded President Obama order a travel ban to block anyone from the West African nations with Ebola from entering the U.S. But the White House and CDC pushed back. Steve Handelsman has the latest.
Please rise and raise your right hand.
As the leaders of the U.S. government's fight against Ebola defended airport screening on Capitol Hill, the testing and the questioning began at Washington, Dulles. 5 U.S. airports are now screening people arriving from the West African Ebola nations. Their temperatures taken to detect anyone who's infected.
It's a necessary evil, I guess.
Is it? Back on the Hill, Republicans demanded that no one be allowed in the U.S. from the nations of Ebola.
It needs to be solved in Africa, but until it is, we should not be allowing these folks in, period.
And if there is a better time for our president to take out his pen and his phone, now is that time. Let's put in place those travel restrictions that we're looking for.
CDC Director Frieden disagreed, saying it's only 100 or so travelers per day.
Right now, we're able to track everyone who comes in.
But you're not stopping them from being around other people. They're not limited from travel. They're not quarantined for 21 days.
If there were a ban, the White House argues West Africans would still come, like Thomas Eric Duncan did, through Europe.
And it would make it easier for them to evade detection. They wouldn't be screened at the airport before they left, and it would be harder to ensure that they were being screened when they arrived in this country.
But the CDC's Frieden says a travel ban is still under consideration. I'm Steve Handelsman, NBC News, Capitol Hill.